Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa's like investigator. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosa's like investigator. So, okay, guys. So here I am. Okay, many microphones. Okay. Anyway, so it's okay. So I'm late. Sorry about that. I had some mishaps as usual. And okay. So now I just want to double check here the questions, guys. Okay, because like I said, I usually now, my changed mode. Okay, I look at the questions and I follow the rule of Corfons. So okay, all right. So let's see if there's more. Yeah, and there's a lot of people asking about the Freedom Caucus, and I'll just ask, guys, are you, as somebody else, they must have done a reading or something, because suddenly every single person is asking me about that, and I'm like, okay. So now Nuchin and Aria. Okay, so yeah, you know what, guys? Lately, okay, there's several questions here, okay, that that are not necessarily about today. I feel like, especially right now, I won't be able to necessarily do everything. So questions about how the administration changed. It's a very interesting question from Indivisible, saying something like, how has the administration changed the counterintelligence division? I think it's important to ask that, but I don't know if I'll be able to get through it today. Just because it's a bigger, okay. Um, and it's actually a very interesting question about she also asked about the Justice Department and how basically how clean are these places. I think it's a very interesting question, okay. And somebody else asked, it was about, I think I forgot what it was. It was about, about the person who, remember there was that letter, somebody wrote the letter, and I was like, remember somebody with like anonymous person wrote the letter saying that they were inside the Trump administration, but they were taking care of things, okay. No, don't, guys, okay, just do not send me readings of other people. I guess so many, I rarely watch, okay, so just don't send me readings by other people, okay. I know I'm on YouTube, so please don't. Okay, so I understand. People have sent me this already. Okay, just because like I don't, yeah. If I don't go by, just so you know, I don't go by what other people do. Okay, so I don't really care. Okay, I understand this is an interesting question, but I'm not competing. I don't care what other people have read on, but I'm just saying that I notice that sometimes things come up. Okay, so all right. So anyway, no, I understand, but it's okay. I try to if I try to follow the news, you know what I mean? Just because if I don't follow the news, I don't know what's going on. And when people start, what people read on is very interesting, but it's just like that's not where the news comes from. Okay, so it's important to understand what is going on in the news so that I can look at what that's kind of what I do. So anyway, but I'll look into that just just because like um so many people have asked, so I'll look into that. I don't know, but again, it's not something for today, okay? It's just something that it's like another a question. It's in the air, but because there's so much going on, it's important that we stay grounded, okay, about what is like actually happening, okay. All right, so okay, guys, so funny. Oh my God, I was like, I put on a little bit of a eyeshadow on my hair, and then I put on my lipstick, and I was like, oh, it's weird. I don't have brown lipstick. It's so strange. And I realized, look, I had put like eyeshadow on my face. Okay. Hello. Okay. Refresh if you can't see. You know. Okay. Refresh if you can't. Okay. Just can't. Okay. All right. So anyway, so that's that, guys. Okay. So that's that. Now, so you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's so many questions that we all have about it, but right now, especially, I feel like it's important to understand what like what is actually going on, okay, right now, because there's some, I feel like we're living through an era of smoke and mirrors, okay. So it's important to focus on, this is why I like focusing on what we're seeing, especially for the channel. I do other different things, but for the channel, I like, we're looking at what's going on, okay. So anyway, so all right, so guys, okay, so all right, now okay, so So let's get started, right? Okay. So, okay. So first of all, guys, let's start with, okay. Oh, thanks, guys. It'll lose later. I'm writing more. I'm writing more. Okay. So anyway, so now let me get started. Okay. Now this is first with the thing about Giuliani. Giuliani went on. He went to Ukraine. Yeah, Ukraine. He went there. He went to Ukraine because, as you guys know, even Manafort. That's where he was working. Manafort was working there to get the Russian, the Russian candidate elected. So Ukraine is, and I just could not believe that Giuliani, he said, and someone asked, "Are you interfering? Are you interfering in the election? Was it right? No, I'm interfering in the investigation. I'm interfering. I'm sorry. Sometimes I cannot believe what is going on with Giuliani because he's just like they say it. They just say it like that. I'm interfering with the Isn't, I'm sorry. What is that? What is that? Is that a crime, right? Like, oh, me? No, I'm interfering in the investigation. No, it's not a crime. No, it's not. No. So anyway, so I'd like to know what is going on here. They literally got guys. They're telling us on our face. No, if they have dirt on somebody, I take it. It's not crime. I'm just interfering. Uh, and I feel like I just, I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes, I've said before, guys, I thought somehow that Giuliani at times is trying to like be nice to the FBI, but I'm just like, are you really seriously saying this stuff out loud? Unbelievable. Okay. So I'm gonna go look over there. What's going on with Ukraine and Giuliani, okay? And as you know, guys, of course, all of this is reported by that guy that Ken Vogel. He's always reporting on Ukraine stuff and always pro Russia. So I don't know. Let's figure it out. What's going on with seeing all this stuff publicly? Like, are you kidding me? It's like they're saying, "Hello, Ukraine. If you find some emails, send it to us. Send it to us." Okay, so let me just go. Okay, I'm gonna go ask questions. So, okay. Life after protection, beautiful light, man. Is a breathe in from my lungs and breathe out. Step into it, that means protect everyone, protect it. I asked that I have information on it from the highest sources. And that creates the good and high God. Okay, so Giuliani in Ukraine. What is going on with Giuliani? What the hell? He said, I'm going to Ukraine to get that information. Yeah. So what? Okay, so what the hell? What the hell's going on with Giuliani? Giuliani is full of shit. Giuliani is an old fool. He just feels like he's like, because I get his face. He's just like, I'm just gonna say, no, I'm gonna go over there or not. Just say whatever. Like, just say, because what's saying here, guys, is that he becomes all of these people. They commit crimes, so they become emboldened. Initially, they thought they're like, oh, President Trump is a genius. He's a genius. He could just admit to everything in public. Nobody puts him into jail. Oh, oh. So he's saying they become emboldened. And before, back in the day, used to be that they did these things in private. And now what they do, they start to talk about in public and they start to laugh. They're very cynical. They love to laugh. They love to laugh at people and they talk about in public and they don't care because they feel like if the talk in public is not crime. Have you ever seen people discussing public? Have you ever seen anybody discussing public? No, people who commit crimes don't discuss public. No, no. So you know what I mean? So they say these kinds of things because they feel like if they talk about it, then whatever comes out is not gonna sound like a crime. So they kind of feel like they are, what is it called? They are anticipating. They're anticipating so that whatever comes, it's so weird, guys, because to them it's all about propaganda. It's like they don't believe reality anymore. Okay. It's sort of like, for example, I can't even explain it. It's like it's hard to even explain. It's kind of like they say, for example, let's say, for example, the technique of like they say here, Don Jr. Don Jr. was in that meeting. So it's like, no, I wasn't in a meeting. So what? Yes, I was. I was talking about something else. So they kind of bring it up so that when people they in their minds, like when the other people hear about it, it's not weird. We already talk about it in public. No, no. So what? Okay, so this is it. They just talk about, okay, so okay, what is it actually going? Okay, what did he go do there? What the hell's going on? They're like, hey, huh? So listen, Yeah, Mueller, there was an investigation, a little awkward, a little weird. Yeah. So here it is. We need some information. Can you find some information? Like, they're guys, it's so strange. It's like they literally are. He's doing exactly what he said. He's like, he's going over there. He's trying to see if they can find dirt. They're saying, remember when they had the emails from Hillary Clinton? That was very helpful. That was very helpful. That really was. Do you have anything like that, like emails, dirt, whatever, whatever? Do you know it? Do you know anything? Hmm? Yeah, we just need to change the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just like so so this is it. Okay, so they try to he's like trying to change the and I guys, I really cannot believe these people. I sometimes it's a hard, like this, like they're doing exactly the same thing. They're trying to do exactly the same thing. They think that is like, no, just get the dirt on down. Get dirt. If you don't get dirt, you don't win. You get dirt. Yeah, got any dirt. So this is what they are. Oh my god, it just isn't it? It's very upsetting to me. I'm sorry, it's very upsetting. Oh my god. So this is it. So it doesn't, guys. Saying who's paying for this trip is this Trump thing. Is the Trump super PAC? Okay, super PAC. All right. So this is no okay. They're not stealing reality. They're pretending. Nobody's God. Okay, nobody's God. They're crazy. They think they're God, but they're not. No, nobody can steal reality. Okay. So anyway, so that's it. They're going over there. It's like some sort of trip. As I'm a representative attorney. I have a consulting business. I have a consulting business. Who cares? No, forget about it. We do it to talk about it. We commit crime. We talk about it. Nobody can catch us. No, nobody can. Nobody can. Nobody can. No, no. Okay, so this is it, guys. They are literally trying to like brainstorm with people over there to be like, okay, let's find what's the guys. Can I tell you? They have a whiteboard over there, and they're like, okay, so let's create the narratives. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, over here. Oh, there. Oh. So this is it. And here's Giuliani's telling them, oh my God. And I see him. Oh, it's interesting. So he's there going to talking to them. I was like, listen, this is RICO material. Yeah, the reality is, like, the way they see things, let's put it this way, it is a RICO situation. It is crime for because Giuliani is a federal prosecutor. He was one of the people who helped create RICO, right? So he knows exactly the crimes they're committing. So he's telling them, listen, we are committing this crime, that crime, whatever. So he doesn't say it this way, but he's just saying we have to create a narrative that it's sort of like this, it's not distracts but just accuses others of the things they're doing, literally. So he knows what they're doing, and they feel like, oh, just a meta net. Well, the media is a friend. Just have friends, you know what I'm saying? I know that place, I know everybody. Okay. So this is it, guys. Okay, so just want to say the difference this time is that part of the thing that Juliana is doing there is describing what he knows about the investigation and what he knows about the they're very interested in the southern district. They're very interested in what other, so it's, you know what I mean? So it's like counterintelligence. Guys, Giuliani is just like Manafort. He's working for foreign intelligence service. Really? Oh, interesting, huh? Interesting. Yeah. Okay. And he's telling them what he knows. Guys, to him, he's so greedy or whatever you call it, that, that really, what's so strange is like he goes there and literally it's as if the same thing that what is it called, that if you an intelligence officer would do, he's telling them what he knows and he tells them, but it's like they can't believe that the Russians are even shocked at how much they get out of it. Even the Russians like, really? Wow, those people are cheap, huh? Cheap hoes. Cheap hoe. Juliana, you're a cheap hoe. I learned that. I learned it from Americans. You're a cheap hoe. Oh yeah. So, oh my God, he's a cheap hoe. That's what they are, cheap hoe. I know what the name for him. He's Giuliani cheap hoe. Yeah, he gives us secrets, everything for 199. So, oh my God. Okay, so all right, so now let's hear information. So okay, guys. Oh my God, I'm just like I get angry because it's like so it's so upsetting when I find this information. Very upsetting. Okay, so oh my God. Okay, guys. I know the one question is out of the question, but it's like, is this going to be stopped? Okay. No. Because you know what is very upsetting to me, and like this is why I don't get like what the hell's going on, is because like it's like the guy this they're doing this in front of like on our face. on our face. Okay, so I don't know why there's like, oh, let's go impeachment, no impeachment, like no, get rid of it. Okay, I'm sorry, this is very serious, very dangerous. Okay, so what's going on? Is this going to be stopped? Is Juliana going to be stopped? There's okay, people are hearing, the Ukrainians are recording. There's all kinds of intelligence services recording, and like they're laughing because they're like, we get all the shit on what's his name, Giuliani. We see what he's doing. So okay, so what happens next? So how is he going to be stopped? So there's this, okay, the British are recording. Oh my God, they're all recording. Okay, so what is anybody going to do something to him there? I see him, carrying him. We arrive at the airport with those really rolls or whatever you call it. Okay. Okay. So, all right. What else? What else is happening now? I don't know, guys. Okay. So what else? How's it going to be stopped? Okay. So this is the thing, guys. And I'm sorry I don't know more. Okay, but I feel like, and I said this before, the stuff is going to go down after Trump leaves. Okay, so I see, this is the thing that I see. I see that he's going to be in the U.S., not in Ukraine. Okay, Giuliani, and I feel like the whole information about Trump, Trump sometimes he disappears, right? Nobody knows what he is. It's executive time. So one of those days, the thing about there's resignation, whatever you call it, okay, that he's pushed out. I feel like the intelligence services, the CIA, whatever you call all the intelligence services, military, whatever, they know who the people are that, how do you say it, that are collaborating with those people. They know who all of them are. They're already under investigation. So what's going to happen is the moment Trump goes down, he's like, Mr. Julian, I'm having conversations here with you, huh? Interesting, interesting. So they have to kind of take, it's not take them down. I guess arrest them at once. Okay, either house arrest. They have, guys. These people have to be controlled. Like you need to know where they are. Okay, it's not even, guys, it's beyond corruption. It's national security. That's it. It's national security. It's beyond corruption. It's now national security. So, and guys, it's so interesting. That's what it is. It has reached the level of national security. Okay. So this is it now. All right. So okay, now I understand. So then he's like, he's gonna be kind of taken into custody, I guess you call it, but he's wearing his jacket, like, oh, hello, oh, nah, nah, nah. And he tries to do, he tries to call, and the people are not available. I think I said this before. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is it now. All right. So this is, oh my God. Yeah, this is, I think. Okay. Now, okay, the other thing. Okay, so okay. Now, okay, so this is it. Okay. So this is it. This is how is this gonna end? Okay, how is this gonna end for Giuliani? How is Giuliani? What's gonna happen to Giuliani? How is this gonna end? Is he gonna be in prison? What's gonna happen to him? Guys, I see him testifying. I still see him testifying. Okay. Remember, I think I said this. He's gonna be a witness on something. And I still think, guys, there's gonna be years and years and years of information. Okay. So like years of like another information, trials and stuff like that. Okay. So this is it. I don't think, I really, could be wrong. Okay. And this is it. Okay. So this is it. All right. Okay. So this is it. All right. Okay, let me just okay, I'm just this is connected, okay? So this is just a bigger, and I feel like I've asked this question many times, that I still want to know. So how are these people that are connected, like Giuliani, let's say, all these people that are informing the Russians right now, today, for example, okay? So what happens to them? Okay, what happens to them? How are they gonna be they're gonna be taken? Yeah. Yeah, I think, guys, and I have to say, I do believe, okay, I do believe that it's gonna be like, that is gonna be like, what is it called? like, for example, if you remember, like, the 9/11, they arrested people, a lot of people at once, or people that they may have had suspicions of. I think it could happen that way quickly, okay? But it's not gonna happen the way that we see. This whole thing that's happening in the house, it's almost too slow, okay? So whatever happens is kind of, that's my sense, okay, about it, all right? The people that are transmitting the information outside of the US from here are going to have to be cut, or the information is going to have to be cut. Guys, and I remember, I think I said this before. Remember that I saw this, like, the cutting of the internet, or the information, or the radio signal, something like that, okay? So this is it, okay? So that's that. All right. So this is it, okay? So that's that. Now, so this is it. Now going back here. So now let me move this to the second question. Burr and the Don Jr. subpoena. Now this is a really interesting question, guys. Several of you have asked this from different angles, and there are several elements to this question. But the first one is, A, is this a plot? Some people suggest it could be a plot by the Republicans to look like they are, what do you call it? To look like they are trying to investigate him. It could be a plot by Republicans to look like they are investigating Don Jr. when they're not, or it could just be a sense of, like, they're gonna have they're gonna have something like that. Okay, so this is it. And then the other thing is, like, um whether the Republicans that say they're mad at Burr, they really are mad at him. And also, so, guys, I don't think I did a reading after this whole thing came out about Burr. Remember that he was the guy who went to the White House and talked. So these are the things, like, what first, whether this is a plan by the Republicans. Second, whether this is, or if this is legit, and if so, what is behind it, okay? And then three, what's up with Burr? Now that when he was outed in the report, what's going on here? Okay, is this because you just see that Marco Rubio is suddenly now, like, saying things, like, but as you know, guys, the Republicans saying things doesn't mean much because they don't do anything. So I don't know. So let's figure it out, okay? And Don Junior is very mad. He's very mad. No, no, you don't say things to me. No, you don't. No, no, no. I'm Prince. I'm a prince. I'm a prince. I'm a prince. Are you Prince? I'm Prince. Remember? I used to, there was a classic video like this. So anyway, so let's get started. So what's going on with the subpoena of Don Jr.? What's the deal with this? Okay. Okay, so okay, guys, I see. Okay, first thing I see is Burr. He's very cold. Like, he's kind of like an eagle. He's doing this, and I have this sense of this cold air about him. Like, thinks of this subpoena as a weapon. Okay, he really is gonna go get John Don Jr. because for some reason he feels that he was betrayed. I don't know how to explain it. I think he was trying to survive, but now he feels he was betrayed somehow, and now he's gonna show them. I don't know what it is. I just feel like he does. Okay, so let me just figure it out. What side is he on? He was clearly helping Trump, and then he's not helping Trump anymore. So, I mean, I don't know if he's helping Trump you know what I mean? It looks like he isn't, but what the hell's going on? What is he what side is he on, really? Okay. Okay, just I'm going to continue the questions, okay, because there's some interesting things come up, but I don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to find out the rest of the question. Okay, so how, okay, give me the other Republicans. How are they feeling about this? How are they feeling about the subpoena of Don Jr.? How do they feel? How does Don Jr. feel about it? Hey, I'm good. I'm not good about it. Oh, no, no. So okay, so guys, okay, now seriously, okay. So all right, so I was not looking in front of my house, okay. So I was like, I was not looking at the question, so I was just closing it so I could see. Okay, now, so this is the thing. At first, I see that Burr is very cold, but cold more in the sense of like, what is it? Poker face, okay, poker face. He is sitting there. So this is the first thing I see. He felt it very badly after the stuff came out about him telling Trump what's going on, and and I feel like he was like, "Damn it, I lost their trust. I lost the trust of the Democratic people I was working well with." But at the same time, I'm in this, I'm in this boat in the Republicans, and I was worried about my reelection. I feel like is he running for reelection? I don't think he is anymore, right? Once he decided, I feel like there was a difference where he decided he's not running for reelection. I think so. I could be wrong, okay? I don't know, guys, but I feel it. Is that right? I kind of feel like he's not running for reelection, right? He changed, but there was a difference between the first thing where like the first time the thing that they were describing in the Mueller report was a different time for him. He made the decision to not run anymore. This between the time that this happened and now. So now he knows he's not running. So this is the thing. He is truly collaborating with the Democrats now, but he, guys, it's so sad. And I'm not that I care about the Republicans, but it's almost like a person who is in a camp. He is like in a not that no, not to compare, okay, but situation is like he's like it's like I am in prison. I can't do anything. I am not. He's telling them like this, like, he's saying like, I'm gonna let you do it, but I can't do anything myself because I would need them to think that I'm in there. So he's sort of like he can't do from his perspective, okay? He can't do what he really wants to do. He can't just say, look, I'm a Democrat and I'm done with this bullshit. He for whatever reason he still feels like he's gonna act like he's on both sides. But and I got this other thing about him, guys. I don't know. I think he was in the military. I don't know if he was in the military before, but I think he's fought some sort of war. Okay, before when he was much younger, or he went to military academy. I don't know what, but I feel like something snapped in him where he kind of got it together. Okay, so I feel like he decided to let them do whatever, not to let them do, but sort of like sign, to be like whatever you want to do it, let's do it. So so this is the thing, and the reason why, I don't know, I need to look it up, guys, but I see there's something. So this is the thing, guys. Moments like this, okay, moments like this, it's like everybody's going crazy, okay? It's kind of like what is it called? Um, what is it called? Okay. Okay. So, okay, I'm not gonna look at this, okay. Whatever. I'm not gonna, just Okay, I don't want to get distracted. If this is the thing, as I'm trying to say what I want to say, if you have like jokes or whatever, it's hard to. I don't get that in writing if it's live. Okay, I'm just distracted by it. So unless it's relevant to what I'm saying, there's no need to okay, to kind of keep, because it's confusing sometimes. I can't read if you're, just kind of creating a irony that's not picking up. Okay, so I'm going to go back here to this because I need to finish, and I'm not going to look at the comments. So anyway, so what I was saying is that he has been and this is the thing I wanted to say, guys. It's hard to pick up. We're living at a time where there is a lot of ambiguity. Okay, of course the Republicans are bad people, they're not doing this, but everybody is human in the end. And even the bad people, some of them have sides of them that can come up and that could change. And that, so it's important that even if we don't like the Republicans, even if, like, I don't like them, or you're able to see the humanity in every person. And this is why what I do. And it's like, if you're just going to diminish, I don't like Republicans, I know they're doing horrible things, but part of the reason why I do this, and why, how to say this, in order to keep what I'm doing faithful to what I see, I can't just be like, oh, whatever, look at the track, you know what I mean? So this is why I feel like sometimes there are surprising developments, and I have to be direct and tell them like they are, even if it's like, so it's like, if you are going to demoralize every person, as I'm, you know what I mean, I'm trying to explain. So some people are not as flat as we all see them, even though they have chosen to be on the bad side, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, so anyway, I just want to go back to what I was just saying, is that the thing about Burr, it's like I was saying, he may have had some sort of military service or some sort of allegiance to the country that tugged, that there was something where he wants it to be completed. I believe that he wants a real investigation. So he invited Don Jr. in because the Democrats wanted that, whoever it is, the other person of the Judiciary Committee. Okay. So is that right? The Committee of Intelligence, I don't remember which one it is. But so anyway, so yes, he said yes, and he's not going to stop those investigations now over there. Okay, he may not openly say, I want the president to be investigated, because he's afraid of what could happen, okay, honestly, to his family and stuff like that. But he's doing, in the small window of opportunity that he has, is trying to do this. And the reason why the Republicans are upset about it is that they had kind of decided collectively that they were going to squish the Mueller investigation. Mitch McConnell told them that this is like, we have to squish the investigation. The investigation is over. This is like, they're always, and this is something, guys, on some ways I almost wish that the Democrats would do sometimes, to kind of like have a collective talking points. They're like, okay, we're going to talk about this. This is how we're going. And this is like, obviously, this makes it, turns into a RICO situation. Okay. But you know what I mean? But at the same time, when people know, when they know where the river is going, then, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I just wanted to say that the Mitch McConnell is telling them again, the main goal here was have to stop this Mueller investigation conversation, stop. But what Barr has done is that he enabled all of this to come back, and they're upset because they feel like that it's a matter of them trying to, that their goal is to change the subject, right, to pretend that nothing is happening, that it's not, none of this is serious. So like what they're doing is the opposite, is like, oh, now we're going to have to be talking about this over and over again, that's ridiculous, stop it. So they feel like the more this drags on, the less ability they have to say that this is a lie. Okay, so ultimately, yes, I think that Barr is doing kind of what he can with, how do I say this? It's like, guys, it's not to say that the guy is gonna be, what we want and what we expect for them to do is not something that they may be able to do. But this is like a tiny slice of something that he could do, that he's done, I believe. Okay. So the answer to this is, I don't think that this is a ploy. I don't think that this is a fake propaganda thing to allow Don Jr. to speak. It is a real thing. It is real that they want him to go out there and talk. Okay, so this is it. All right. So this is it. Okay, so anyway, you know what I mean. So this is it, guys. So even it's like I'm not saying because guys, it's not. It's so interesting. History shows us sometimes that even those people who are like awful, who has done horrible things, sometimes they have one moment where they do something right, but then they keep on going doing something horrible. This is what the moment that we see that shows us is that like even for example, John Kelly, he's still a horrible person. I saw that he was working. He told Mueller things. That doesn't mean he's a good person. He's still a horrible person. Maybe he did one thing that was okay. You know what I mean? It's kind of like how it is. It's sort of like all these people. It's very difficult, I think, for people who have done this to really because imagine their whole lives are enmeshed with all this criminality that is the Republican Party. So then they have one moment of lucidity, and that's what I was going to say is that even if they only have one moment of lucidity, I'm not saying that we have to forgive them and say they're great people, not at all. But what I'm saying is that we can't just brush it off. It's significant, okay? And if people start having these little moments of you know what I mean of awareness, then something could happen. And so kids, guys, I'm getting this. I'm telling you how to tell you to call this. As I'm saying this to you guys, I feel like they're telling me, they say, look, you guys think that none of this matters. You guys think that you have no power. And guys, parallel to this, I'm getting this information on my other work that it's time that we're going to influence people more, with prayers and all those things, okay? But it's also that there's these little moments where people bend, okay? And they bend because of the force of consciousness, okay? I think that we are, not just we, me here, group, but everybody, you know what I mean? We're pushing towards the good, we're pushing towards something better. And if we start slowly, one person does one thing right and the other does something right, even though, you know what I mean? Even though they're never going to be like, yes, it's a terrible, they're never going to admit completely, they're never admit, never. But I do think that this is a good thing. Okay. So anyway, so going back to Don Jr., he's very no, daddy, daddy is me, Don Jr. Bar, he sent me a letter. He sent a letter. Oh, he said I have to talk. So you said he's going to protect me. Oh. So it's sort of like so he's like upset because guys, to be honest, and I remember the time that this came out, like the Trump and those people, they thought, we're winning, what, everything is going right for us, it's a matter of time, huh? So Don Jr., even though he's involved in all this, even though his own dad, let's get real, his own dad threw him under the bus, he is afraid because the more he talks, the more sales. So and Don Jr., he's so smart. He's a smart man. He's very smart. So you just put him in public. Imagine him. I have interviewed him. I have interviewed. He's an intelligent person. He's very intelligent. Very intelligent. Do not underestimate him. So so anyway, so this is it, okay? Now, all right. So that's that. And I think I still, guys, I still feel like this whole thing is like by the time he talks is already a change. Did you guys ask me this? By the time he talks is a changed world or something. It's very different, okay? So all right. So here, one sec. I need to drink. Okay. So now, okay, so then we answer the question. Yes, it's for real. Okay, so now what is going on with Mueller? Nadler just said Mueller won't testify next week. Do Dems have something in their sleeve? Okay, so guys, I haven't been looking at the news 24/7 all the time. Okay, so but I do remember seeing something like, I don't know what it was. They have something up there. There's some sort of commentary on Twitter or some news that there's something, they feel like there's something going on here where they know something is coming out or there's something more going on. Okay, they're coordinating, waiting because if there's a reason, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so that's the question I want to know is this. Okay, so what is going on with this Mueller talk thing? Why was it postponed? I mean, maybe it's because the Department of Justice would, I don't know, but Mueller won't testify. Do Dems have? Okay, so is there something that they're expecting to happen? Okay, are they expecting something to happen? Do they know something we don't know? I'm sure they know a lot of things we don't know, but what is the reason for this, okay? What do they know? Why was it postponed, okay? So this was, guys, just search on Google 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. It was on Seattle Times, Al Jazeera. Just search Mueller testify Nadler, okay? Because the headline was like just look it up, okay? So this is it, okay? So they were saying, okay, okay, that's what I think. I think this they said it because it was recent. They weren't talking about it, right? So what's the deal? But it wasn't. I don't know if it was confirmed. I don't know what it was. Okay, so what is going on? Okay, is Mueller's testimony postponed or not? What's going on with the Mueller testimony? Let's go to Nadler. Jared Nadler, what's going on here? Okay, so we want to come to you and not, and I want you to come in. I want you to be to make sure that you can talk and to say whatever it is that you want to say. Okay. Okay. All right. So then, you know what, GR, can you just stop for 1 second? I'm kind of tired. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm trying to get to the information. I'm trying to figure out why. If you feel like you already have a priori understanding of what's going to happen, don't bother. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Like, I'm sorry, guys. You know what? Like, okay, I'm going to go back here, but just like, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to happen. And I'm seeing something, and then it's like, oh, they're all no shows, they're all Republicans. No, okay, this is what I was trying to say. If you come here and all you bring is cynicism, I don't want it. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go back here and like, if you're, this is it. Like, I don't like cynicism, and if that's what you bring, then just go. I don't want it. Okay, I'm sorry. I get mad. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get the information, and it's like cynicism on top of cynicism. It doesn't help. Okay, thanks. I'm not looking at the comments. Okay. So okay, so this is it. Okay, so as I was saying, I was picking up the information before making up a priori judgment uh, about Mueller. The reason why he's not testifying. Okay. Um, um, okay. The reason why he's not testifying is that he's trying to accommodate him. He's saying, Mr. Mueller, yes, we want. What is it about next week that he can't? He's They're trying to negotiate what it is that he wants him to talk about. Why not? Doesn't he feel like it's important? Okay, so this is the thing, guys. Okay, so this is what I picked up, that there are several things here. There's the meeting of what is his name? I think Pompeo with the Russians right before Mueller. They knew it was going to happen. There's also this idea that Mueller wants to tell more, and one day is not going to be enough. So I saw this image of Trump steaming, like he's very angry. He's ready to do something. He wants to do something to distract from it. So if you move it a little bit down, he gets frustrated. Okay, so there's something here um where this is it. Okay, so this is it. Okay, guys. So this is it. Okay, so this is it. All right, and that's that. uh, yeah, they're trying to negotiate the information, but I feel like they want it to be, you know, I feel like they're sort of like, I don't think that it's because Mueller doesn't want to. And I'm sorry, guys. I got mad. I'm sorry. It's very sending the image and describing the empathy. If I'm dealing with, it's not that you don't have to believe anything or you can challenge it, but not before I do the reading. Okay, if right before I say something, the person already say no, 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 they're bad, they're this, then really they're then it's difficult. Okay, so anyway, just refresh. Okay, refresh. Anyway, so this is it. Now, what I was saying again is this the thing about the Mueller thing. Okay, is that they're trying. There's two things. They're trying to get Trump like a baby, to get tired. Okay, so like he's like, oh, so get them tired. And I got a guys. The other thing is I got a sense that they are picking up on this information, and this is could be wrong. Okay, about the national security thing. Okay, remember that they're seeing the ship movement. They feel like they're trying to create a distraction war type thing. So the Mueller, they know that the Mueller thing, and it's going back to actually, they know that the whole Mueller thing has to do with like is the thing that they're trying to avoid, is the thing they're trying to distract from. So either the military or the intelligence community is looking at what is happening. They're seeing what's happening and they want to diffuse it. Because you see what I'm saying? I feel like the whole thing with Mueller is that it's a national security issue, okay? And he's so they're both the Russians and I feel like somebody may have something about the CIA and the they're picking up on information that they're trying. And I said this, I think it was yesterday, that they're trying to get what is it called? They're trying to get stuff out that is they're no basically they're already picking up information from the Russians that they're trying to create this fake war to distract. They know it. So what they're trying to do is they're alerting some people that this is possibly happening, and they're trying to diffuse it from happening so that it doesn't, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like diffusing the tension, and at the same time, Mueller is figuring out what to talk about, okay? And they're talking to Mueller about what he's going to talk about, the scope, how much time he needs. So it might be early for whatever reason, okay? So you know what I mean? So this is it, okay? Um that's it. All right. So so that's that. Okay. And and this is it. Okay, does it make sense? I think it makes sense. And I think because they feel like the Mueller thing is the thing this is the thing the most afraid of, and they're going to try to do everything they can to take down, to create wars, to do whatever. And it's almost like it's kind of like a target. They know this is the target, and so they try to move it. Okay, while it's like Trump is like a powerful distracted child. Can you imagine? Dangerous, very dangerous. So it's like, go there now, kind of like a dog, throw the ball farther so the dog goes. Okay, kind of feeling like it goes farther out, go get it. Okay, so that's what I mean, guys. Okay, so this is it. All right, so that's that. All right, so that's what I feel like. Okay, what should we know? Okay, let's just figure out now what's going on with Mueller. What should we know about this Mueller testimony? Is it really going to happen? What's happening? There's a lot, guys. I see Christopher Ray there with him, and I see Dan Coates. I feel like there's a lot of this is a national security guys, can you believe it? Can you believe it? So national security conversation about, guys, can you imagine? This is where we arrived. It's so serious, the situation here and what he has to say, that they're afraid that things could happen to the country, like bombs or whatever, just because he's talking. Can you imagine? This is how damaging what he has to say and his person is to because they're feeling, guys. Can I tell you, Dan Coates and the guys. I see the two of them. Even that woman, what's her name from CIA? They're saying if she less, but more them. They're saying like if he talks, then Trump could react. This is like they could react by having Russia attack. They could react, I'm serious. This is the thing that he's most afraid of. And he'll do anything, him and his enemies, to try to stop it, okay? Like bombs or fake attacks or whatever. All right. So this is why they're trying to control the situation, okay? Oh my God, guys, can you okay, so actually this goes back. Lisa, she left earlier, she had written a question, and I was not able to confirm this, so I don't know if you know about this or not. But she said something like there was a meeting with the CIA. What was it? She said, was that right? I don't know if she wrote here. There was a reading. Okay, here. Can you look into CIA military meeting at the Pentagon? The Joint Chiefs and the intelligence team always meet in the Situation Room at the White House. Could they be planning when they should step in and end this bullshit? Okay, so I don't know, guys, because for whatever reason, I am getting this that the testimony of Mueller is triggering national security issues. Can you believe that? That's what it is. It's triggering national security issues. Okay. So this is what I like to know. So this relates to her question. I don't know anything about this meeting. Okay. If you know, let me know. I don't know. But that's it. Are they planning? Okay, let me just ask. Okay, let's just ask. Do the military and the CIA, whatever, the intelligence agencies, do they have a plan in place? Okay. Are they thinking? Are they, is that already on their minds? Are they seeing, okay, and do they have been in place? And are they seeing are they see, do they see what I see? The ships, oh, that's right, the ships are in public. They already are moving, right? But do they see what I see in terms of like Trump arranging some sort of war? You know what I'm saying? Because what I saw yesterday is that there is, or the day before, I don't remember, guys. So many other things, but right. So I feel like this connection, they want to create these like fake wars or whatever. So are they real? Like, you know what I mean? With the Russians or with the North Korea, I don't know, but are they picking up on it? And if so, do they have a plan? So what's going on? Let's hear. Let's hear what's going on. Let's go adventure stuff in CIA. So this is what I'm getting, guys. And by the way, put a parenthesis here. I downloaded the book on Audible by what's his name, General Michael Hayden, and I was listening to it. It's very interesting because it gives the background from the intelligence about what's going on now. How the days before Trump went into office and why the intelligence is so suspicious of him. It's very interesting. It gives me a lot of information, and it's also interesting because he is a. I didn't know anything about him. I remember him from Twitter, and like I kind of liked he's very direct also, but he's a kind of like a much more conservative, like he's a Republican. He was pro, like, waterboard. Not something I am, but it was actually very refreshing to hear from him, because not from, on the book, because he talks exactly about this, how he was talking about how Trump, and this was in the news, in meetings with the intelligence agencies, he doesn't believe them. He's like, that's not true. President Vladimir P told me he didn't do anything about elections. So I trust him. I trust Vladimir. I think you're making stuff up. Okay, you're making. So literally, he's talking about, he's a general. Okay, like, I trust him. I trust him more than the president. So he's talking about the intel community and what it was like, how, the things, more details about how the intelligence community, you know, so then it's talking about how so it talks about, what I want to say this is that those people, what I see when this meeting happens, the people in the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the intel community know how Trump reacts, and he always reacts the same way. He doesn't listen. Okay, if you say to him, okay, President, there is the Russian ships around, listen, I'm busy now. Can you find, look, there's a lot of immigrants, there's a lot of immigrants at the border. That's a national security threat, you know what I mean? So he doesn't listen, and they know, because what I'm sensing, guys, is that what they see is that they already know, because enough time has passed, okay, that he doesn't listen, and that they have been other threats. They alerted him. They alerted him to, um and he didn't do anything. So they can count on him, okay, to go after the Russians, like on a military scale. They know, okay, this is the thing. They know, guys, oh my God, I'm sorry, can I tell you what they think? This is so sad. It's like they're saying that if the military were to counsel him and say, look, the Russians are attacking us, he would not let them attack them back. Can you imagine? That's my sense. That's just like they know it. They know in their bones because he's let that be known. He never trusts them when he said they say that the Russians are attacking. So they are picking up. Then I see a radar. Okay, I see radar that there's what is it called? Syngenit. What is it called? Signals intelligence, right? So there's signals. They're picking up signals on the because it is like a ship. Is a ship? What is it called? The ship radar. That's right, ship radar picking up those things, the movements. And they, because those people, guys, what they do is they pick up. It's kind of like, remember, it's now bringing me back, guys, to DNI. Okay, do you remember the DNI guy? He said in public, he said, never in only in 9/11 did we have as many signals that we could be under attack. Remember, this was DNI guy said. And this now is coming back. They're saying there's the radar, there's the verbal things they pick up. It's a collection of information that makes them believe that something could be about to happen. Okay, so it's not just one thing, but they're meeting because they see that there's an escalation worldwide, not inside the US, but that this could happen. So obviously they don't want to, because the president, they know that they know that there's Russian assets in the White House. So they're not gonna have conversations over there, huh? Whoa. I wonder. So anyway, so they're preparing for this. And I see, guys, this light, this like red light, boom, 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 emergency. What is it called? Do you remember, guys, the thing about 9/11, that there was a plan? Do you remember this? Like it was something like when 9/11 happened, code red. I forgot what it was. It was something like it's extreme national security is triggered. So they're planning, and I saw, guys, because there was something with warning code. Yeah, there's something within what is it called? Within the continental US, something could happen, like the plan, okay? And I see that they have a switch, okay? They have, I've told you before, guys, the signals. Remember the thing, the signal stuff? They could cut off the signals from those people. Well, I was aware of White House. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. What happened? Oh, because the thing is, remember how I was telling you guys the stuff about intelligence going to the Russians, right? Remember how I was telling you guys that there, after the first part of this reading today was when I went to Rudy, and I said that how would Rudy end? Rudy would end because they're tracking the people they're pushing. They can track the signals that go to Russia or whatever those people. So the same thing. They know the people that there's somehow people connected to the White House are pushing. They're sending stuff to Russia or Russians or whatever. Okay, so then they cut off the information from these people, even their phones. They're like, my phone is not working. Hello, AT&T? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, call the FBI. They have answered for you. Call this person. Go over there. They have information. Yeah. So anyway, so it's kind of like, guys, it's this, and it's quick, and I'm not saying they're prepared. Okay, let me just say, I'll just ask. Do they know? Okay, and now comes the question, the tough question. Are they okay, guys? Let me just ask. I don't want it to happen. No, no, no. Are they planning to remove Trump? Okay, let me just ask. Are they gonna? Are they have something in mind? No, what's happening? Are they? What's happening? Do they? Just in case. Okay, what's happening? What are they talking about? They're talking about, guys, this, and this is what is the region after there's Africa here, and then goes this way, this direction over here. This is the Middle East, right after the Middle East. That's right, where the Russia. Yeah, I think it's the stuff between, guys. And I don't have a map. But what I see is they go out. It's not the Middle East, but it's like this tip of Russia that goes down to the Asia stuff. So it's probably the connect. Guys, I don't know in the map. I have to look it up. But how close North Korea and Russia are together, because they feel like it's this area where they have some sort of control over the airspace, whatever, the Russians, right? So there's just something there where they know that this is the thing. So the answer is, as to whether they're trying to remove Trump, is not necessarily. The reason for the meeting is so that they can prepare if there's some sort of war in that region and how it can affect us and whether they're going to do something. Because they feel that the Russians are around too much. There's something going on that they may try to do this as a means to then attack. Okay, so this is the thing now. Are what's happening? They know that the Trump's not going to do anything. They know this is the thing. It could this is like it's saying he telling me here they are it's a military thing. If whether Trump was in office or not, they would still have met about these things. Okay, except that in other administrations, they will be able to tell the president these things. They would count on the president as leadership, but now there's no leadership, and in fact, leadership is the enemy. Like seriously, like the leadership is working to advance the interests of the enemy. So it's a little different situations. It's a little more delicate information. So like you know what I mean. So this is the thing now this is the thing. So this is what I feel. They're talking about this is of all of these generals, these people like that. They're talking. They're like, this is scenario one, scenario two. Then another. They're moving. They're looking at maps. They're looking at little squares like ships. Put ships here, here, here. They're trying to moving things around, whatever, right? So then they're saying, what if they're already planning for all kinds of scenarios? Okay, and they feel like they know that okay, guys, don't get scared, okay, but the Russians may have things pointed at us or whatever. They know it's not as far reaching as they say they do, but that's that. Now what I believe happens is that they have okay, this is the thing. I think this happened before where like they already feel like there's this conversation with the Russians and the FB in the what is it called, the Trump thing. So they know. I feel like there's already a plan about this disruption, but it's not even. It's interesting because it's saying it's not related to Trump. It's been on since 9/11. Like how because they had to cut the president if there was a right president from any harm. So it's kind of a similar plan here, except that it's not done to necessarily to shield him in a way, but so that he does not have the ability to talk to the outside. In other words, the plan they may execute is a plan that existed before to remove the president from harm or from attacks into the White House. It was not never intended to be done but they know that this could do the job. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, what I'm saying here is that they're planning for these eventual things, and then an escalation happens. As I was telling you guys before, it's not the time to remove. It's not going to be removed yet, but Trump may be removed when he fails to act to the thing they already are. They already are predicting this, guys, based on the data and the signals they're picking up. So when it does happen, something that it was like an aggression that is somewhat is not predictable, but they are seeing the patterns. You know what I mean? And then they tell the president, look, I know you like this guy, but this happens. Like, forget about it. What are you talking about? He's my friend. Let's have beer together. Let's have beer together. And they are like, bitch, why don't you pack your bullshit? We're going to go for a walk. All right? We're going to go. So this is what it still goes back to the same thing. Okay. Is that it may be there may be a moment of like great people scared because and the other thing what's going to happen, guys, is the news abroad starts to report on what's happening, and they see that the president doesn't do anything, and it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and that's when the military starts to move. I think the military responds regardless of Trump. But Trump himself, you know what I'm saying? He acts to protect the enemy. And that is when the whole thing happens. And that is when they go to I think they go to Congress, guys. I think they go to is it Gang of Eight? Even Mitch McConnell's like, oh, but he is not gonna dare do any, you know what I mean? When those people, turtle, I'm turtle. I'm turtle. Don't go there. I'm turtle. I'm turtle. I'm turtle. No, don't go. No, Turtle is weak. At the end of the day, guys, he has. Do you think he's gonna? Some general's gonna like go? You, you know what I'm saying? Like some general's gonna be like, "Bitch, shut up. I got some letters. I'm gonna get you some letters. And you're gonna shut your mouth. I'm boiling some water over there. I'm gonna put you in a soup." So, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So this is like, oh my god, guys, I have to go because can you believe it? Was it okay? Oh my god. See, don't I have more questions. So okay, guys, quickly. Okay, my god, quickly. More questions. Does it make sense what I was saying? Right? Does it make sense? And okay. So I'm so I'm like now I'm sorry about my outburst earlier. Okay, I was just nervous. I was like get angry, but this is why, because we're dealing with these people that actually are conservative. You know what I mean? And it's not that I agree. Even this guy Michael Hayden. It's not that I agree with him, but but it's like we have to listen to to what they say, to what you can't just dismiss them because they're Republicans always, you know what I mean? Because most, right? So we because we have to see what's going on. I think most of the military is probably Republican, some way or another, but they had to, you know what I mean, do something. So anyway, so okay, so this guy, that I was telling you, I was reading the book. He said I supported what's his name, Jeb Bush, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, well, but still, I listen to what he has to say because he knows things that are relevant to us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't agree with him. I don't like Jeb Bush, but whatever. Sometimes you got to listen to them. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So then, okay. Now, quickly, guys, okay, just before I go, because they're going to close soon. Just quickly, did you see? Oh my God, today, guys, can I tell you? I was hypnotized by the Uber IPO. Oh, sad for him. Sad for Uber. Oh. So I was like hypnotized by Uber IPO today. It crashed. Guys, did you see it? It crashed. It crashed today. I was like, oh, so good. Did you see? Oh my God, I love it. Uber IPO lost. Normally IPOs, it goes up. Okay, it goes up very big. Okay, but it crashed 8%. Can you believe it? It means, in other words, all the guys, I have to do reading all the time about this, but like the economy is gonna, the company, another thing is great to have so many jobs. Do you want to be an Uber driver? It's a great job to have. Yeah, it's a great job. No benefits, nothing. Drive 80 hours a week, burn your car down. No, it's a great job. Everybody wants it. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, I was happy, guys. Seriously, I was so happy. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say it. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. But I'm gonna go tomorrow. Probably gonna do it. I'm gonna probably gonna do another one before Mother's Day tomorrow. I have a deck phone. I have a deck phone. So I was just like, guys, can I tell you? It reminds me I need to do reading on this. I'm so annoyed. This whole I just feel like the whole economic indicators are wrong because yes, I know that there's like the employment is low, but it's because people have three jobs when they used to have one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like it's very upsetting to me. Okay. So I feel like this bullshit of like, oh, everybody wants a job. Yeah, it's a great job to drive for Uber. Meanwhile, they may, guys, it's like, I'm sorry, but those, and it's not to say like, oh, it's like, oh, that I'm jealous of them, but I feel like they make literally the articles always saying like what they made, everybody who owned this company makes like literally 20 billion or some insane numbers. Oh, such and such made 5 billion, I made 5 billion, everybody did 8 billion, whatever. And then, guys, and then like the drivers, it's not just no, okay, forget about the drivers not making anything or barely making anything. Look at the numbers. They have 3 billion losses, and at the same time the only money they're raising goes to pay the management. I'm sorry, this is wrong. It's not right. It's fake. If good economy, that's what it means, then is wrong because it's not working. Don't you think? If you have a company and the purpose of the company is to enrich, only to enrich those people, and it's, guys, think about it. And if you think about it, seriously, if you think about the CEOs that make a lot of money, okay, they make 100 million, but those people are like, they make 3 billion. That's a lot of money. I'm sorry. It comes to a point where it's wrong. That is just bullshit. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm like, I have to ranting. So I was just like, I couldn't believe. I was like, thank God there is a God. Because like I feel like if people are buying, can I tell the other thing that would be terrible is because they're selling it to the retail, the investors, to like the people who have, like, so basically Fidelity, let's say they buy it, that means that, your retirement goes down when they crash. So you know what I mean? It's like you can't buy this shit. It's gonna crash. It's a Ponzi scheme. So anyway, so I was like so happy, guys, because you know what? I'm sorry, it's wrong. That is effed up, effed up. And the other things that the stock market, as I said before, I'm packing. As I said before, guys, is that the whole thing with China? Did you see? The whole thing with China didn't work. China's like, bitch, bye, gotta go. They didn't accept it, right? So here's the lights turning off. So they didn't accept it. Oh, more flattering once darker, huh? Yeah, more flattering. But I think it's nice to see that bright. So anyway, so I just feel like the whole thing, guys, it's like it's bullshit. It's bullshit. So anyway, that's my rant for today. 5 minutes, they're closing, so I have to go. But it was great talking, guys. So I'm gonna be back tomorrow, okay? I have to. Yeah, I'll probably like 4:30 or 5 or something. I'll have to write it down because I will have to do more. There's more questions. More questions. And Mother's Day, no, no, nothing on Mother's Day. I'm not a mother, but I have a mother. so so anyway, so guys, see you later, alligators. See you later, alligators. See you later, alligators. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.